This is Justin AMZN for Wednesday, August 22nd, 2018, a couple minutes after midnight, um, or after the 22nd. We're looking at what happened today. And from yesterday's open, we were right above the 1880 price, and today's open, we were right below it. But both days really had a nice run up right at open. We had that pullback yesterday and then just ran with a slight retest, ran up with a few bullish candles, pulled back with three bearish ones, really similar here, pulled back with three bearish, then continued higher. Yesterday went a little more sideways, and today went sideways with a little more of an upward tilt with, yesterday was kind of flat through here, and today was just bullish, very, very bullish. And very similar pullback for the price yesterday and the price today. And looking at the options, looking at the price, the pivot here, this pullback here, I did this one virtually to actually get in on this pullback, and I'll show you the option in just a moment here. But that moved really, really nicely. I thought it would pull back a little bit more through, or not pull back more, sorry. I thought it would go sideways a little more through here instead of pulling back and then just continue on up, and it didn't necessarily do that. It actually pulled back a little bit steeper, pulled back to this breakout point here, old resistance, new support. This has me really wanting to draw a line in here about 1895.50. Just look at that, 2 wicks up here, breakout, 2 wicks down to it again, and it's right in line with yesterday's prices. The wick here, the chop along here, it's just phenomenal to see a price work so well. And since I haven't had that drawn in, I kind of been eyeballing this. I thought it was going to hold this level. I saw that wick, and then it started to bounce. I thought, oh, good, it's going to keep going, and then it pulled back to here. And then I think I got trailed out around here from where my stop was. I may have been trailed out in this candle. It was doing a really good job following or staying above the 21 today. It's similar to yesterday. It actually touched here and then just went sideways into it, and it pulled back a little bit more today with the 21. But a really, really nice move. Even though we had some of the sell-off after ours yesterday, we recovered and essentially retested a neckline. If this is a double bottom and a neckline, double neckline retest, and then just go. And so the daily, we made higher highs and higher lows again. So this is 3 days in a row we've done higher lows and higher highs, and now we have 2 candles in a row that are looking to move back up. Now the resistance we got into today was the same one from this candle, and so these 5 candles, or at least this one and this one, really start to show, kind of, if you kind of merge them a little more of a Morningstar reversal. Just kind of depends on where you're counting it, the location at. So not quite the 21, maybe the 20, I don't know. Starting to bounce there, but if we look at the option, so I got in on this one, and I believe it was 1900 call. Look at these 2 days here. So I got in with an order set up 8x7. I liked the choppiness that we had yesterday in this range, and I thought, okay, if we pull back into that range, that's good. And then I was doing a really aggressive stop on this at 7 instead of getting down here at 6 or something. And so when this was running up, I originally had a target at 12 or 13. And when I saw all this happening, it's like, this is just going to keep on going. So I moved my target up higher, way higher, and just said, hey, I'm just going to trail the stop on this, and trailed up to, I think once this came in, I trailed up to 850. After this all came in, I trailed it up to, I think, 10 or 1050. And then when this was happening, I trailed it up, I think, to 11 or no, to 12. After this one, I trailed it up pretty tight to 12. And so being up at 12, getting in at 8 and a stop at 7 means that's a 4-hour trade that I got trailed out at 4-hour. Could have been out at 7-hour up here. had I moved my target to 15. Could have gotten out at 13 here. Yesterday's resistance, that would have been a good price. But zoomed out a little bit more, I thought, okay, we're probably going to take out some of these highs in here. And if we do that, maybe we'll get back up into this. And I think I had my target around 18, just to be aggressive on it, and I decided to just trail. Now it's really interesting when you zoom back in on the option on the daily. The low was 5 and the high was pretty close to 15. Had you bought at the open for 5 and stop at 4, that would have been a 10-hour trade right there. Just to give some opportunities to tighten up your stop, add and reduce, things like that. And then also had a really, really phenomenal consolidation mid-afternoon after some reports came out about 1 o'clock, and then just continued higher. And so this would have been a great place to make some more gains. That was, its second bounce off of this price area and just rallied and made a new high in the day. So very bullish candle. Not really much bearishness like we saw yesterday. We had this big sell-off. Didn't really get that. A little bit of a chop. This pivot candle or high wave candle would have suggested you probably could have gotten into a put. This is the 1875. Maybe 400. Yeah, wouldn't have made very much because this just chopped through here. Now, if we go look at 1900 and see how that moved after that high wave candle, probably in here, could have bought somewhere after 11 by 10, and that made it up to 13 something up here. So, actually 14. Previous resistance, yeah, that could have worked. So got in at 11 on one of these candles, probably this one after this. So 1050, was that the price? 1050, yeah, 1050. So that was that price. And then we just kind of meandered a little bit lower for a little bit. Could have been getting out here. 12.5. That's the 12.5 price. So could have gotten filled at 11, possibly gone out at, let's call it 13.50. That's another 2.5 hour for that kind of move. And then, the puts just lost value at the last hour of the day. But the calls really did well. I mean, this breakout happened right at 2 o'clock. So this is your trade. Trigger in, stop here. So about $100, put $1 on the option, and that would have just worked. So could have an opportunity to make some here, make some here, make some here. But again, this is always hindsight, so we'll see what we can do. Trading it, I was happy to come away with virtually 4-hour move like this. And knowing that I had missed out on something because I didn't have it ready, but I really liked the opportunity this was presenting pre-market and then at the open with that kind of bullish candle. So we will take a look, see what happens tomorrow. And we are really a stone's throw away from a new all-time high. The squeeze is already gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's gone 10 with a little bit of bearish movement or a decline in the bullish momentum here. And after that many bearish candles, that makes sense. They would do that. But it's possible that this will continue on higher, similar to anywhere in here. We've got some candles. These did actually pull into the 21, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. But a high wave candle, a bullish candle that's kind of looking like this. High wave candle, bullish candle, a little bit below previous all-time high, a little bit below previous all-time high. So if we gap up bullish and trap some more of these bears, this really could run just like this candle, and then give that a day or a couple days if you want to stay in any of the position, because some newbies are going to be getting on and push a little bit higher, and other people know, well, don't go in there. So just take advantage of a little more gain, but keep your stop tight. And some of the indecision we got in these three candles, bearish, a little more bearish because it had initially a lot of selling earlier part of the day, and then some shifts here where you have a little more bullishness coming in. So we'll see how this plays out, if it's similar to something that's happened before. And I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.